All right, it's time for another Fibble. This is the game that's just like Wordle, but on every row, one of the clues is a lie. They're starting us with mimic. Now, I would like to repeat or mimic the greens and yellows back to the puzzle. Let's see. Could we do something? We could do. No, we can't do civic, because then the I and the C would be. We could do civil though. The second I being the light. Sometimes doing the double letters is good because it helps you locate contradictions. Okay. Well, one of the two C's is a lie, so we know that the I's are all true. So we could still do CI. We'd have to have an L somewhere. We could do ILCH, something like, you know what would be interesting is zilch. Oh, but there's no, right, if we're doing a C, then we have to have an M at this point. Okay, well, we can't do that then. So if we have a C, we have to have an M. We also have to have an L. But we can't do like climb because the I has to be second. Otherwise, that would be good. So what if there's no... What if we go something like this? No C, and the L is the lie. We could do final. And if it's right, that will be our final guess. It's not right, but... Okay, one of the two L's is the lie, but we already knew the green I was true. Okay, so... Well, I mean, we could... If we did the L at the end, then it would be the lie twice, and the end would have to be true, so it would have to be this. So that's not gonna work. If there's an L not at the end, then the yellow L is true, and there has to be a C or a V. But if there's a C, then there has to be an M, unless the C is at the end, which I don't think is gonna work. So if you put an L third or fourth, you'd also have to have a C and an N and an M, which is not going to work. So I don't think there can be an L. I think this is going to be true and this is going to be a lie. These are going to be true, which makes that the lie, and these are true. So now if we want to do an N somewhere, not third, we could do the N here still, like fines or something. Or finer. Ooh, finer's not bad. I was gonna say if we do an N somewhere else, then we have to have the A. Finer's pretty good. Okay, well, one of the two N's is a lie. The F's are true. The I is still true. If there is an N, then there's also an R. If you did that, you'd have to have... Yeah, if you have an N, you have to have an R. If you have an N not third, you have to have an A. So it would have to be like something like that, or yeah, it's not gonna work to do an N somewhere else. So if there's an N, it's gotta be here. But then that makes the R true, so you'd have this, which doesn't work. So there's not gonna be an N. So we can go with that. Now there's either no R, an R at the end, or an R somewhere else, and there's an E. Something like fired or fires. Let's do fires. Okay, well, it could still be fired if the E was the lie twice. Okay, well, obviously, we know the F and the I are true, so this is the lie. These are all true. There's no R. This is a lie. This is true. So all I've got is the FI. Everything else is gray. Okay, well, fight. Fight would be good. Oh, what? It could be fifth. If the G was the lie, the T and the H swapped. You won, it was fifth. Yeah, but it was much more than my fifth guess. Oh, man, I was trying too hard to use the N and to use the R and the L. Every time I got the yellows, I wanted to use them instead of assuming they were gray, and it just wasn't working out this time. But that's all right. Still got it with one guess remaining, even if it was more than my fifth guess. So I managed to fight through the fires to the final answer. So let me know if your solve remained civil or not. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more.